From the get-go, it was quite easy to, get in touch with the SpecTraining. So you could just tell straight away that it was, good in that aspect of communication. And in terms of the training itself, as soon as I got into one of Mark's sessions, the first session, the first thing I thought of was I've never been in a training session where I'm actually quite engaged in the content. That man could probably teach me about a bar of soap and I'd be engaged the whole time. I definitely want to challenge myself to get out of that comfort zone and try new things that I haven't before, because obviously they're working for a reason. I absolutely would recommend SpecTraining. You don't feel like a client, you feel like you're a valued person in terms of, the communication from the get-go, but also the trainers are obviously very involved in what they do. You can tell that they're passionate about what they do and they do a good job of it. I would absolutely go out of my way to tell everyone if they needed some sort of training for, a TAE, then I would say SpecTraining straight away.
I think it's Assistant Commissioner put me in touch with SpecTraining. He said that that's who they go through. He couldn't speak highly enough of the work because they were facing similar challenges to us. Incredibly helpful. I explained the situation, what was going on, and she put me in touch with Nicole, who did an initial interview with me to get a sense of what my background was and whether I'd even be suitable to do the course. I really liked Nicole's style. I thought that she was very inclusive in the way that she trained us. There was an immediate sense of safety in participating and trying to give your thoughts on things and how you would do stuff, and that would be well received. You almost didn't notice that you were getting critiques on things that you could do differently in some parts of it, because it all sort of flowed really well. Yes, I definitely would and have recommended already the SpecTraining program, considering and reflecting on the experience that I've had. I think you can't teach facilitation without a facilitator. Just the whole process has been incredibly positive for me. From the very first day, Nicole made me feel like this was fun and exciting, and just reminded me of all the things that I really enjoyed when I used to train people. It's a lot of skill to give that to someone else. And it's a real testament to someone's love of the job that they do, that shines through in everything that they do. And I think every session I've had with Nicole, I've thought, oh, yeah, this is great. I can't wait to be doing this myself. With Mark, he had such great little tips and tricks and things that I hadn't thought of, and just gave this really thoughtful advice around, you could think about doing it this way, or, maybe if you just added this in. And what I really liked about getting the opportunity to do the presentations over the 3 days was that I took the feedback from that first session and I incorporated it into the second one, and then did it again for the third one. And that is a bit of a testament to SpecTraining and the way that you guys have adapted to online delivery, and how that is ultimately going to affect the way each of us goes out and delivers our own content in our own workplaces.